we talking about women that fuck different people, man. What are you talking about? Those are hoes, bro. You understand?
So every woman that has sex with different men, she's a hoe.
No.
So what you said? You just said that.
We're discussing.
What makes her a hoe?
What makes a woman a hoe is her choices and her decisions of who she gives her pussy to and how much and how volume of a person that she opens her legs to. That's what makes her a motherfucking hoe. Simple.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the volume of how much dick you're taking.
Okay.
That makes her a hoe.
Okay, I agree. Well, what if she was damaged and that's the reason why?
Oh man, boy, fuck you, man. We're not doing that, bro. Look, we don't give a fuck if they're damaged. Why are you always trying to save these fucking freaks? Like, why? What is like? God damn.
Bro, why you calling them freaks, bro? What is wrong with you,
bro?
Why
listen,
you
whatever girl,
as this?
whatever a woman sucked the man out of you, boy. That don't even make sense,
man. Listen, hold on. Let me tell you what.
You always are taking up for hoes, bro.
What?
You take up for freaks. Like, you take up for them, like, but what if she was damaged? So fucking what?
Bro, hold on. So you said that men are the lead, right?
Don't start this as our fault shit, bro.
No. You said we the lead, because we are the lead. So
I didn't damage her.
Hold on. So if she's damaged, if she's taking penis by all these different men and doing all that, somewhere along the line, she was traumatized by a man. Whether her father left her, her brother's not protecting her, her uncle trying to molest her, the niggas in the hood won't respect her. So what do you expect for her to be?
She needs to go kill her uncle who tried to fuck her. I don't got nothing to do with that.
Therapy. She needs to get help. She needs to face her demons. The same thing you need to do. You need help. You need to face your demons. That's the reason why you messed up.
Okay, so I'm messed up because I keep it real?
No, you messed up because you can't see what trauma do to people. See, you traumatized. That's the reason you call them hoes. That's the reason why you don't like women, because you traumatized.
I love women.
You love them when they only obeying you. When somebody got their own mind, they gotta go.
You damn right. Get your ugly ass up out of here. I don't need you for that. I need you to shut the fuck up. Hey, listen. I need you to shut the fuck up and do what I tell you to do. Because guess what? I don't need.
You got demons.
I don't need.
You got demons.
Let me tell you something. I don't need combativeness. I don't need that shit in my life.
You don't need a woman who has an opinion. That's what you don't need. Because you're a demon. That's why. You got demons.
Okay. So let's just say, for instance, that I don't want a woman with an opinion. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's my opinion. So guess what? So if I want me a bitch like Alexa who take whatever command I say, that's what I want. But if I say, hey Alexa, what's the temperature outside? 75. Don't talk back to me till I ask you another motherfucking question. That's my opinion.
You are sick.
But if I wanted that.
All right, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushua, Ba'Hashem Rakak Wadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to all the brothers and the few sisters is out there, onto the Israelite foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. And as you can see, I have to play the whole part, and then I'm gonna just break down each section because the thing actually is kind of vexing, especially this guy in the bottom half right there. And this particular subject matter shows that a lot of these guys that's out there, they call themselves men, so to speak, all right, are really nothing but simps, and what's coming to them, they deserve it. I'll say it like that, because what's coming to America and to all you people out there that have this normacy bias, which are thinking that everything's going to be normal, the dating game is always going to be the same and nothing's going to change, men going to chase women and women going to act like whores, you thinking that this thing is going to continuously go on, like America's going to go on, I have sad news for you. These are the last days of this bull, all right? Those that's getting away with it right now, enjoy it while you can, because your life as you know is gonna change completely. So here you got two individual men. I believe this guy is Verb something. I don't know. Verb. Brother Barack Obama sent this to the chat. So and he's what you call a red pillar, or somebody that's, being masculine. And I don't know who the hell this guy is. His points was just irrelevant. He's the reason why I wanted to do the show, and showing that ultimately, like apostles and elders and brothers always be saying, Slakia, we men that's in this truth, we are the the men, we are the true men of the world, so to speak. All right, we are the men, we are real men at the end of the day, because the simple fact is we go by the scriptures without any emotional attachment to anything of this world. We go straight to the scriptures. Okay, and these guys have a problem because the simple fact is this little argument that they had for 3 minutes or so, which was not really an argument. Like the dude on top, he had good points, but he went off. All right, he went off, and we the ones that's only the ones that go by the scriptures, because the scriptures tells you what to do with certain situations that they speak of and how things are not supposed to be. All right. Matter of fact, before I continue, let me just go straight to the scripture, because there is a lot of simps in Israel, man. All right, there's a shitload of simps out there. Isaiah 46:8, it says, "Remember this and show yourselves men. Bring it again to mind, or ye transgressors." So the scriptures tell you, remember this and show yourself men. It doesn't matter how big your beard is, how your dick size and all this other shit, how many women you banged, how much money you have. These are just part of being a man. A man is about standing up for something. And like Apostle Gabar always bring out, one of the main things about being a man is putting these women in their goddamn place. All right? That's one. But the most important thing is us to be accountable for our action. All right? And this guy down there, basically, he's taking side for the women. And the women don't take no accountability for themselves at all. All right? So you off even by throwing these different scenarios out there for allowing these women to be who they are. All right. Well, I'm gonna let these guys speak, and I'm gonna break down some scriptures.
We talking about women that fuck different people, man. What are you talking about? Those are hoes, bro. You understand?
So every woman that has sex with different men, she's a hoe.
No.
That is yes. The answer is yes. All right. This guy's gonna say no. The answer is yes. A woman is supposed to only know one penis in the whole entire life. All right? And that's why you people have this problem. All right? And I didn't even get to do the show yet, but I still want to do the show in the 1990s and show you how the 1990s was sexually explicit to attack men and women, to make the point of everything was so sexualized, because we never seen anything like that. You never seen so much things being broadcast sexually. So being a whore or a hoe, a slut, whatever, at that time, mainly the late 1990s, was seen to be acceptable. And who co-signed this? Men. So a man is gonna complain about a woman not able to fuck. Part of my French, but I'm gonna have to keep it real. You know, she's not good in the bed. And you giving her the opportunity, all right, to go out there and whore out until become sluts and whores. And then what happens after that? You lose control and she becomes the community. You're not supposed to do that, all right? So the answer to his question, because he's going to say something stupid, the answer is yes, all right? Matter of fact, Sirach 25:25. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. If she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her go. Does these quote unquote men apply that? No. All right. And his definition of a whore is just, that's, I don't, hey man, they just coming out the woodworks with their definition. It says, Deuteronomy 23:17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel. All right. So this spirit of whoredom is supposed to be put away from our people, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, it's not about she's a whore because let's this guy say.
No.
So what did you say? You just said that.
We're discussing.
What makes her a hoe?
What makes a woman a hoe is her choices and her decisions of who she gives her pussy to and how much.
That's not the true definition, my man. All right. First of all, whore, you have the temple prostitutes, which a lot of these women out there prostituting themselves for some money. All right. A woman's supposed to only know one penis in her whole life. She's supposed to be married to that man that she sleeps with, which entails that deviates the whole notion of adultery. That get rid of the notion of dating. All right. The whole term dating is just another way of saying just allowing women to go out there and whore. All right. That thing is supposed to be completely cut off. It's not about experience. It's all about the woman being with one man. That's how the Lord designed it. Okay. She's supposed to be locked in with one dude her whole entire life. She's supposed to know one penis her whole life. When you give these women gad abroad, you allow them to do all the things that they do, they become whores. All right.
The high volume of a person that she opens her legs to. That's what makes her a motherfucking hoe. Simple.
Okay.
Basically, he's using the Babylonian notion of a woman deciding, and this idiot down here is agreeing, but he's using that notion of the way the world basically saying is go out there and try whatever you want to do. You know, I'm gonna let this guy keep going.
Yeah, it's the volume of how much dick you're taking.
Okay.
That makes.
Hold on, I gotta repeat it again. There should be no value. All right, that's the thing. There shouldn't be a value. There should not be a rest stop, a train station. Okay, like the world said a doorknob. Everybody gets a turn. There shouldn't be. You should not feel when you get with a woman and say, "Oh, it's just my turn." That's not the proper way. That's the Lord didn't design them to be that way. Okay, and there's a lot of this thing is you guys' fault, man. A lot of it is your guys' fault. All right, and this is the payment. Sirach 26 and 9 says the whoredom of a woman may be known in a haughtiness, the haughty looks and eyelids. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through over much liberty. And a lot of these dads or fathers don't want to be fathers. They want to be these children's best friend. And tells you leave an avenue open. You have to be strict. And the other guy's gonna make mention of a good point. But there's certain things you need to do. And like I'm saying, I'm a child of the 80s, but I was raised in the 90s. And the 90s, there was a lot of, you had Freaknik, you had Daytona, a whole bunch of things, people going down south, and you want to know why these people are the product of what they are when everything was so sexualized more out there. Everything's free-spirited, okay? And this is why it's created. This is why the quote-unquote dating game is the way it is, all right? Because a lot of men didn't step up and do what they had to do.
Okay, I agree. But what if she was damaged, and that's the reason why?
Oh man, boy, fuck you, man. We're not doing that, bro. Look, we don't give a fuck if they're.
And he had the right thing, because those are just the excuses that women will be used. Do women get damaged? A lot of them do get abused. I'm not saying, but if you get damaged, would you want to be damaged again? Would you prevent certain things from happening? Now, if that happens to a woman that's a child, yeah, she's going to be messed up in the mind. And those people are held accountable for the reaction. All right? It's all about accountability, man. I mean, let's let this guy keep going.
Damn it! Why are you always trying to save these fucking freaks? Like, why? What is like? God
Bro, why you calling them freaks, bro? What is wrong with you?
Bro,
Why
listen,
you
whatever girl,
as this?
whatever woman, a woman sucked the man out of you, boy. That don't even make sense.
Man.
And that's real. What he just said about this particular guy right here, because this guy, a lot of you guys judge a matter being emotional, and emotions get you in a lot of trouble. As a man, you must think logically. All right. Now you have certain cases, certain things do happen to people, and you have a lot of cases where people just lie because they just invent certain things to grab the attention that they want. That's being real. All right. Not everybody that cries wolf is a wolf is really there. You have a lot of. I just seen a video on WorldStar. I guess a kid figure out how to get that the editing from the silhouette things when women show their bodies, and now they're saying that that's a form of sexual harassment or some crazy shit. So you leave an avenue open, and now the response that you get that type of response because men like you encourage bad behavior. All right? And when bad behavior is encouraged, these things happen. But
listen, hold on, let me tell you what.
You always are taking up for hoes, bro.
What?
You take up for freaks. Like you take up for them like, but what if she was damaged? So
what,
fucking what?
Bro. Hold on. So you said that men are the lead, right?
Don't start this as our fault shit, bro.
No. You said we the lead, because we are the lead. So
I didn't damage her.
Hold on. So if she's damaged, if she's taking penis by all these different men and doing all that, somewhere along the line, she was traumatized by a man. Whether her father left her, her brother's not protecting her, her uncle trying to molest her, the niggas in the hood won't respect her. So what do you?
I mean, the only thing that he said right was the ranking of things. The father's supposed to guide over her. If the father's dead, then is the uncle. All right, that's scriptural. But he's trying to justify the wickedness that women do, and that's where you off. All right. Not all, like I'm gonna say it again. Certain things does happen to Jake. All right, but you can't use that excuse saying that that's everybody, because this behavior that's being out there, all these women are not damaged goods from that. A lot of these things, these women cause it on themselves because they want attention. And that's why this simp down here this doesn't quite grasp. And this guy right here, he's right. He's like, yo, I don't give a damn. That got nothing to do with me. All right? Let's let it
expect her to be.
She needs to go kill her uncle who tried to fuck her. I don't got nothing to do with that.
Therapy. She needs to get help. She needs to face her demons. The same thing you need to do. You need help. You need to face.
He's telling now. This is the funny part. He's telling this man that he needs help. He needs to fight off the demons. But this guy's a demon himself. All right. Let's let it go on.
Your demons. That's the reason why you messed up. See, look at.
Okay, so I'm messed up because I keep it real.
No, you messed up because you can't see what trauma do to people. See, you traumatized.
First of all, the whole nation of Israel is traumatized. All right. Slavery did a number on our people. This is why we all fucked up in the head. We don't know no better. But yet, it was funny though. I'm saying that as I'm thinking about it. Even on the time in slavery, our people knew a man had to be with his wife and vice versa. So this whole thing had changed overnight because the so-called white man allowed this thing to happen. Plus, these are the curses that take place. Matter of fact, let me go into this real quick. Jeremiah. So I'm in Jeremiah right now. 31 and 22, it says, how long would that go about, O that backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in earth. A woman shall compass a man. And this is him defending a woman shows you that women have compassed men. And they could come up with every excuses to do whatever they want to do. And there's no repercussions for the action. And that's the problem that I personally have with this guy down there. I don't know the man personally, but I'm like, yo, why you on a rescue. We living in a time where everything is turning upside down. Everything is turned upside down. We finally gonna get that power back, but you're concerned about damage, which damage really started a long time ago. Matter of fact, women have just been doing wrong for the beginning of time. Man, since I'm talking about it, let me get that real quick. Because what? Who is a woman's protector? A man. If a man's taking out the picture, most women that have problems don't have a daddy figure in their household. And they're like, oh, well, the father should have been there when the mother is not the one that allowed it to happen. 1 Timothy 2:13, it says, for Adam was first formed, then Eve. Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in transgression. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if she continue in faith and charity and holiness and sobriety. But the point is, verse 14, it says, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived, but the woman being deceived was in transgression. So she was deceived by the serpent, all right, back in the garden. And now you see the product of that deception. So he's wrong for saying what he's saying because he don't know the full story, that the woman was being deceived. And now you see this she has no protector, everybody's turned against her, and then all these other things is happening unto her because she turned on her man. All right? She turned on her man. Now, I'm going to let this guy keep continuing.
That's the reason you call them hoes. That's the reason why you don't like women, because you traumatized.
I love women.
You love them when they only obeying you. When somebody...
And he said, hold on, I'm going to let him go.
Got their own mind, they got to go.
You damn right.
He said if somebody got their own mind, they got to go. A woman's not supposed to be fighting you off, period, man. That combatant spirit is not supposed to happen. Matter of fact, Sirach 25, and it's here. I just want to go to the point. And this is Solomon, okay? He gave the greatest example. He says, Sirach, right, 25 and 13. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman, and any affliction but the affliction from them that hate me, and revenge but the revenge of enemies. There's no head above the head of the serpent, and there is no wrath above the wrath of an enemy. I rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. So that combatant spirit, that's off, my man. That's completely off. If a woman's trying to combat you, that means that she's trying to carry the spirit of a man. When men and women are created different. A man has a masculine spirit and a woman has a feminine spirit. When a woman's combatant, she's showing that she has a masculine spirit. Until you do not want to deal with that. A real man doesn't want to deal with another a person with a masculine spirit. Okay? So this guy, he's off, man. Which I'm not surprised, but it's just like, come on.
Right, get your ugly ass up out of here. I don't need you for that. I need you to shut the fuck up. Hey, listen. I need you to shut the fuck up and do what I tell you to do. Cause guess what? I don't need.
You got this.
I don't need.
You got this.
But let me tell you something. I don't need combativeness. I don't need that shit in my life.
You don't need a woman who has
and that's all of us, man. We don't need no combativeness. All right. But this society promotes that combativeness. This society promotes confusion. So a woman will actually think she's equal to a man when she's not. And they will bring it so in that confusion because what? She made that deal with the serpent. It all goes back. Matter of fact, I'm in 1 Peter 3 and 5 says, for after this manner in the old time, holy women also who trusted in Yahweh adorned themselves, being subjects unto their own husbands. And subject meaning under her husband, So a woman's supposed to be under her husband. It says, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are, as long as you do well and are not afraid of an amazement. So Sarah called her husband Lord. So this guy down here, he's not acting like a Lord. He's acting like a peasant. All right. And this one up here, he's acting like a Lord. He had his little hiccup in the beginning, but it is what it is. All right.
Who has an opinion? That's what you don't need. Because you're a demon. That's why. You got demons.
Okay. So let's just say.
He calls him a demon. This is hilarious, man. He calls him a demon because he don't want a relationship with a pretty much a dragon or a lion. That's why a lot of these women out here are single, and they're gonna stay single. All right. And when that time comes, when all hell breaks loose, they're gonna be looking for a man, and they're not gonna have that combatant spirit on them. Okay. This the vibration that this fool over here is giving. Matter of fact, Sirach 26 and 23, a wicked woman is given to as an apportion to a wicked man. Matter of fact, I'm sorry, I should let me go up one. Sirach 26 and 22, a harlot should be accounted as spittle. I mean, a whore is counted as nothing. But a married woman is a tower against death to her husband. Meaning, if a woman that's married to her husband, she's held highly, all right? And that's what you don't see, quote unquote, in the black community, all right? You don't see that. You don't see that what your grandparents was once living, being together to death, do them part. Now everybody's trying to find a way out. They forgot about that one part. Period. But a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man. So the thing that he's talking about, the females, that type of females that he wants in his life, he wants the wicked women because that's what he's attracting. You attract the things that you want. If you want misery, you want hell, you're gonna get it, and it's gonna come in the form of that maybe 5 foot tall. I ain't gonna say less than 100 pounds because these obese whales, but you're gonna find that. All right, this guy, and that's why a lot of guys get with that, or because they was made for each other. All right, let me let him go. Keep going.
Let's just say, for instance, that I don't want a woman with an opinion. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's my opinion. So guess what? So if I want me a bitch like Alexa who take whatever command I say, that's what I want. So if I say, hey Alexa, what's the temperature outside? 75. Don't talk back to me till I ask you another motherfucking question. That's my opinion.
You are sick.
But if I wanted that, that's my opinion.
And that's that was it. So he said he's sick for that. No, you're sick because you can't see it. You don't see the basic stuff that how everything is supposed to be. And you want to know why things the way it is? Because men like that continuously revolve around this cycle, all right? And encourage bad behavior, and then they just be simping. And what happens? Guys like that, because everything is about a trend. That's why you have the busted, you got the silhouette, you have all these different challenges, nothing but trend. And everybody follows suit because they think that's the way to be. Instead of being a leader and saying like, nah, I want this way. They don't want it that way. I'm going to continue and end it off on this. Sirach 26 and 24. A dishonor woman contempteth shame, but honest woman shall reverence her husband. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. Do I have to say what that means? But she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. And that's what you have. You don't have a lot of people, especially the weaker vessel, fear the Lord. All right? You're not going to, matter of fact, I know exactly what I want to end it off with. All right? Because you have a lot of these women that's out there, they're presenting themselves as prostitutes, which Apostle Gabar and Apostle Ram actually did a show on it. When you look up the word prostitute, pretty much to put themselves in display. So they're selling themselves for the attention. All right. So this is what this society creates. It harvests bad behavior, and the people that's supposed to stand up and say, you know what, no, I'm not gonna allow this to happen, is allowing it to happen. That's why the Lord has to get all you weak men out the way. He's gonna have to just do away with you, okay? Because you the ones that's help you aiding and abetting to bad behavior, and this monster that the women have become is on your lap. All right, because at the end of it all, the Lord comes to the men first. Okay. Now, is that a way for these women to say, oh, well, it's your guys' fault? No, you women you're gonna be put to death because of the acts that you did. All right, but as a man, we have to step up and say, you know what, we ain't tolerating that shit. Period, man. Don't encourage bad behavior and then turn around saying like, oh, well, it's because of this, that, to the third. No, fuck that. And she's gonna get what's coming to her because ain't nobody's getting away with this scot-free. Eve didn't get away with scot-free. The Lord punished her ass. Okay? And in these latter days, the Lord's about to punish these damn whores out here. Unless they repent. And it says, a woman that honoreth her husband shall be judged wise of all, but she that honoreth him in pride shall count it ungodly of all. And that's what we see. We seeing ungodly behavior, man. That's what's coming. And that's why Yahweh Shem Yahushua is about to clean house, man. He's about to destroy 2/3 of the nation of Israel. You know what? With that being said, I hope you brothers edify. Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.